Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to thank you for attending tonight's sub-state matchup between the visiting Smoky Valley Vikings and the home team, the Phillipsburg Panthers. In accordance with the Kansas State Fire Marshal regulations, we request that you take a moment to identify the emergency exits closest to you. We have checked these exits and other emergency equipment in this building to verify they are operable in case of emergency. Activity programs at Boisington High School are primarily for the student participants. The purpose of this activity is to provide positive learning experiences and opportunities for personal growth of the participants. This competition is being conducted according to the rules of the Kansas State High School Activities Association. Cheerleaders, officials, and spectators can and are expected to assist in the promotion and achievement of good sportsmanship ideals by taking personal responsibility for keeping this contest at a high level of fair, clean, wholesome competition. Good luck to both teams. First of all, here's your starting lineups for this evening's game. For the visiting Smoky Valley Vikings, a 5'11" senior, number 10, Lane Schraub. And for the Panthers, a 5'11" senior, number 5, John Honeycutt. Smoky Valley Vikings, a 6' senior, number 11, Cole Brumball. And for the Panthers, a 6'5" junior, number 10, Austin Miller. And for the Vikings, a 5'10" senior, number 22, Carson Winholtz. And for the Panthers, a 6'1" senior, number 11, Trey Sy. And for the Vikings, a 6' senior, number 23, Blake Hebel. And for the Panthers, a 5'8" junior, number 12, Ty Size. And for the Vikings, a 6'4" senior, number 52, Chris Miller-Mullen. And for the Panthers, a 5'7" senior, number 20, Nathan Moon. Coaches for tonight's contest. First of all, for the Vikings, head coach Doug Schneider, assisted by Alan Meyer and Vince Worthington. And for the Panthers, head coach Keith Sy, assisted by Nathan Strasberg and Seth Deere. Officials for tonight's game, Scott Crayer, Ryan Duff, and Jason Gordon. Tyler Martin. Number 32, Parker People. 29. Trey Side shooting 1 and 1. Number 2, Jaden Keaton is for the Vanderbilt. Side for 3. Straight side. That's into the first half. Phillipsburg 22, Smoky Valley 15.
I was built to be the best, number one
Kai Zai. Foul number 5, John Henneken. His second, team second. Austin Miller. Foul number 10, Lane Shaw, his second, team first. And for the Vikings, number 15, Conrad Peterson, number 45, Cade Schneider. And for the Panthers, number 32, Parker Dibble. Foul number 11, Trey Side, his second, team third. Schraub shooting 2. Panthers, number 14, Tyler Martin. Vikings, number 11, Cole Rumball. Foul number 15, Conrad Peterson, his third, team second. number 52, Chris Mullins. In for the Panthers, number 10, Austin Miller. John Henneke. Phillipsburg 33, Smoky Valley 27. Timeout. Phillipsburg, 30 seconds timeout. Phillipsburg, full timeout. Foul number 23, Blake Evil, his third. Team 7. Side shooting 2. Number 23, Blake Evil, is 4. Team 8, tie side shooting 2. Vikings number 25, Paige Schneider. Given Panthers number 5, John Hunnigan. Number 2, Kagan Eaton. Side. Timeout. Phillipsburg. 30 seconds. Timeout. is 4. Carson Windholm shooting 2. Foul number 22, Carson Windholm is first, team 9. The Vikings number 25, Cade Snyder, shooting 1-1, Trey Sides. Foul number 14, Tyler Martin is first. Cole Brumball at the line, shooting 2. At the line for the Vikings, number 10, Lane Schraub, shooting 2.
man, which we hope they do, we're gonna dribble drive the heck out of it. And even if they play zone, we want to penetrate those seams as much as we can. We really feel like our ability to put the ball on the floor as well, because once we penetrate that, shooters, and we got to move without the ball and not just settle for that three. We've talked about that a lot, not just settle and stand, but know that there's openings that you can move into against that zone if you're penetrating it.
Okay, for your ball club, Xavier Robinson, what's his status tonight?
He's released, and we're not going to start X. We're going to bring him off the bench if we have to, and if it comes down to there's no other choice, taking care of their interior game than getting X on the floor, we'll play him tonight. But we'd really like to do whatever we can to get through tonight's game and know that he's going to be 100% ready to go tomorrow night.
Of course, Phillipsburg and Smoky Valley getting ready to tip off the first game. Kind of neat tonight. You got the Central Kansas League against the Mid-Continent tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game, two great games. And TMP and I just visited with both coaches here a little bit ago, and I know them both very well, obviously, and they're excited about tonight, and they know it's going to be tough games all the way around.
How practices go this week?
Intense, short, but we really got a lot done in very little time. It's amazing what you can do when you have 12 guys on a practice floor.
Yeah. Here you go, semifinals of the 3A Sub-State in your own building. I guess feelings going in, Kyle?
Well, it's great to be playing in a semifinal game again. It's been several years, more than several, and getting the opportunity to do it in your own building, that's a bonus for us, and I hope we bring a great crowd out tonight, and I hope we can do nothing but impress them.
All right, good luck.
All right, thanks, Steve.
Kyle Haxton with us on the pregame show, the Manweiler pregame show. We'll be back with more from the Activity Center right after this. Chevrolet in Hoisington. Find the best deals in the area by visiting www.mchevy.com. Steve Webster, Dr. Blake Harris are getting closer to go tonight. TMP and the Hoiston Cardinals. Teams haven't played in a while. This used to be a regular standard doubleheader every year, at least 2 times per year, but it's been a while since they played, and what better stage tonight than the semifinals of the 3A Sub-State Tournament, Blake?
Yeah, you're right. It seems like everywhere we go anymore, particularly in this area, we play against a TMP. We haven't played them for a while, but they're definitely a rival. TMP and Hoisington, some huge battles in the past on the gridiron and on the hardwood. And tonight we get to come out here, 2 teams, about 500, both 500, both playing some pretty good basketball. And good crowd here tonight. Must be 100 students over there from Hoisington. That's always fun to see. They'll get the game going if it's not going themselves. But the Cardinals, I thought one of the keys to get to this game was, we won the game, but it all started with our defense. I thought defensively, full court, half court, particularly our full court, 3-2 or 3-2-3-1-1 kind of the way it worked out with Drew Nichols on the point, starting to turning them over, and we started getting points off of turnovers. Our defense was just outstanding. We had Mason Axton in the first half kind of carry us scoring. Then it was Drew in the second half. And also we had Ryan Woodjack chip in with almost double-digit points. And one thing about Ryan, he can shoot the three, but he can also score off the dribble in the paint. Knows the spaces real well, can shoot a floater, can, reverse and put up a jump hook. And that kind of scoring from three people, and if it's not Ryan, it could be Braxton from the outside. Braxton can hit the three. We also have Brewer that can hit the three. If the Cardinals play that same kind of defense tonight and its effect is somewhat the same, I think their offense is going to come. I hope so. You never know. But if the Cardinals are hitting their shots and playing defense, we have a great shot tonight.
Central Kansas League 1, Mid-Continent League nothing here tonight. How about the Smoky Valley Vikings upsetting the number 5 team in the state, Phillipsburg, in the first game here tonight?
Well, we've kind of watched Smoky Valley all year long and thought that they were a scary team. Well, they kind of took it to Phillipsburg all over the floor. They face guarded their star, which Ty Sides, all throughout the game, and it kind of took him out of the game somewhat. He had double-digit scoring, but he wasn't able to take over the game, and their big kid in the center only had 4 points, but he had blocks, he had rebounds, and he kind of took their 6'5" center out of the game, kind of neutralized him, and you have to give it to Smoky Valley. They played a heck of a game tonight, beating, what were they ranked, Phillipsburg? 5th in the state, 18-2 coming in.
Yep.
18-2, so that was a heck of a game to watch. It was close all the way through, and then right at the end, Phillipsburg kind of fell apart a little bit, and Smoky Valley took advantage of it.
Smoky Valley won their opener on Monday night. They had to travel to Norton and picked up a 40-35 victory. So they'll await the winner of this game. Tomorrow, it'll be a 3:30 start. They've moved the games up. Girls Championship game tomorrow will start at 2 o'clock. Let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers here. TMP comes in. They average 51 points a game. They give up 53. 42% field goal shooting team. They hit 33% from three. They're averaging 4.9 trays per ball game, a 61% free throw shooting team. They do turn it over a little bit. They average 16 turnovers a game. The Cardinals averaging 53 a game. They give up 48. They're hitting only 37% as a team, and opponents have shot pretty well against the Cardinals this year. They're averaging 42% per game against the Cardinal defense. Cards 31% from three this year. They do make a good number. They're averaging 5.5 trays per contest. Been a good free throw shooting team all year, 72%. They out-rebound their opponents by an average of 1 board per game, and they're turning the ball over just a tad over 10 times per game while forcing 14 turnovers. Here's your starters tonight for the TMP Monarchs. They are coached by Bill Mayer. In his first year, he took over for Joe Hurdle after Hurdle was on the bench for 33 years, and Mayer was an assistant coach under Joe. They will start Lucas Lang at one guard. He's a 5'7" sophomore. Lang averages 5 points and 2 assists a game. Jackson Schulte, the AD's son, 6'1" sophomore. He's averaging 10 points and 3 rebounds per game. Ray Carlin, a 5'7" senior and a 34% three-point shooter. Want to watch him. He's averaging 12 points, 2 assists per game. Jack Johnson inside, 6'1" senior. He averages 4 points and 6 rebounds a game. And Jared Mayers, a 6'6" senior, averaging 9 points and 6 rebounds a game. They'll also bring a 6'5" off the bench in Carson Jacobs. For the Hoiston Cardinals, Xavier Robinson will not start tonight. Ryan Woodjack will. Woodjack, a 5'11" sophomore, 4 points, 2 rebounds a game. Drew Nicholson, a 6'5" sophomore, averaging 7 points and 6 rebounds a game. Braxton Donovan, a 5'10" senior. Braxton averaging 6 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists per game. Mason Haxton, the 6' sophomore, averaging 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists per ball game. And Avery Brewer, the quiet assassin, averaging 3 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists per ball game. Avery is a 5 8 juniors. So the winner moves on to the championship game tomorrow afternoon against the Smoky Valley Vikings, and we'll see if the Cardinals can get there. The girls' game tomorrow will start at 2. That'll feature Russell, who knocked off TMP last night. They will be taking on the number 1 seed Norton Blue Jays. So it's been a while since the Cardinals have got to a semifinal game. They have to go back a few more years, find out the last time they were in a state championship or a state tournament. And the road's open a little bit more tonight after Smoky Valley pulling the upset in the first game tonight, 49-43. Our pregame show tonight brought to you by Madweiler Chevrolet in Hoisington, where you can find the best deals in the area by visiting www.mchevy.com. Stay tuned. Our opening tip coming up next on KHOK.
And here are your starting lineups for this evening's competition. First of all, for the visiting Hoisington Cardinals, a 6'5" sophomore, number 0, Drew Nicholson. And for the Monarchs, the 5'8" sophomore, number 2, Lucas Lang. And for the Cardinals, a 5'8" junior, number 2, Avery Brewer. The Monarchs, a 6'1" sophomore, number 12, Jackson Schulte. And for the Cardinals, a 6' sophomore, number 4, Mason Paxton.
Semifinals tonight on 100.7 Eagle Country. The Hoisting Cardinals getting set to take on the TMP Monarchs, an old rivalry from the MSAA days of yesteryear. And we'll see if who gets a chance to go on and take on Smoky Valley in the first championship game of Smoky Valley upset the Phillipsburg Panthers here tonight. There's a lot of weather. You can find the latest sport or the latest schedule changes. Go to GreatBendPost.com. Most of some states have moved their times up tomorrow. And again, you can find that also a full batch of basketball tomorrow on all our Eagle Radio and whole broadcasting stations. And you can find out where your favorite team is playing. Just go to GreatBendPost.com and we'll all be there for you. Good crowd on hand tonight. Student section filled out to capacity across the way. That's good to see. Cardinals will have plenty of support here tonight at the AC. Biggest crowd that they'll play in front of all season long. So we'll see if the Cardinals are ready, Blake.
Yeah, let's hope so. You know, it's kind of interesting. Our last win, we had more 3 attempts than we did 2 attempts, at least 3/4 of the way through the game. And you wonder if that's the way it's going to work out tonight. We hit a bunch of them, but boy, you hate to rely on the 3, but that's one of the things that was working.
Our opening tip tonight brought to you by Barton Community College. Find out what drives you at Barton. The Cardinals will be wearing their red uniforms and be sitting on the opposite bench than what they normally do, so it's a different scene. Kyle Haxton and company down to our left, tip control by the Cardinals. Here we go, man-to-man defense by the Monarchs to begin the game. Cardinals from left to right in those red uniforms. Avery Brewer navigates the ball across the key, gives it to Haxton. Low crossover dribble, spin down the right side of the lane, back to Woodjack. Woodjack probes the right side, 1 foot in the paint, back to Haxton on the right wing. Mason, low crossover in the paint at the foul line, back to Braxton, open 3. It rims off, will not go. Rebound fought for on the floor, and Schulte has it for TMP. And he's finally tied up, and the alternate arrow will give it to the Monarchs. Man, Braxton had a wide open look at a tray, but it just comes up short, and it looked good all the way, but it rims out, and the Monarchs have their first possession.
Yeah, one thing I noticed, they're face guarding Ryan Nicholson all over the floor. They're either going to run man-to-man or that box in the paint and then face guard Nicholson.
2-2-1 defense. Jack Johnson has it for TMP, and their big guy down low is Jared Mayers, and a long three-point shot taken outside, no good to start the game by Ryan Carlin, and a foul is going to be called against the TMP Monarchs. TMP loves to pump that three-pointer. In fact, their average three-point percentage is a little bit higher than the Hoisington Cardinals is this year. That foul going against Jackson Schulte, and the sophomore has picked up his first foul of the game.
Well, both teams have had a shot at a three. Neither team has come down with any points.
Well, TMP in a man-to-man. Haxton in the lane, step in, short jumper, rolls off the rim, no good. TMP gets a rebound. Carlin comes back to snag it, up the floor, clears the midline, two-handed chest pass going to Lucas Lang. They go point to wing, Schulte on the baseline. Ayers has it, deflected, and it goes right in the hands of Mason Haxton. Throws a grenade ahead, caught by Drew Nicholson, down the lane, leaves it off Woodjack, and he traveled with it. He had a look at a three, wanted to go inside. He knew he had Carlin blowing by him, but picked up the feet and traveled with it, so a turnover. We're a minute and a half in, still no score between the Cards and the Monarchs.
Boy, that was a close call, Ryan. You know, it looked like he could have gotten away with whatever they blew the whistle on. He had a wide open layup after the move.
Monarchs able to break that press. Jared Mayers comes up, the big 6'6" post player. On the outside, Carlin a three, and the left-hander buries it. Boy, he missed his first one, stepped right up there and knocked that one through. And TMP has an early 3-0 lead. Both teams settling for the tray here early in the ball game. Braxton Donovan hands it off right side, Avery Brewer. AB looking down the alley, nothing there. Comes free throw line extended left side, whirls it back out. Braxton had a shot, turns it down, takes it inside on Mayers. Missed the shot, fouled. Free throws coming up for the 78% foul shooter for the Hoisington Cardinals.
Well, one thing that does, it takes a defender out of the paint when they face guard Ryan Nicholson all over the floor. And the Cardinals are taking advantage of with dribble penetration. That time Braxton left hand down the lane.
Braxton's first free throw will put the Cardinals on the board. His first point, substitution. TMP brings it quick, or fast and furious sometimes. And coming in, Mayers comes out. They're 6'6", and they bring in the 6'5" Carson Jacobs, who's averaging 4 points, 5 rebounds per contest. Xavier Robinson is back in the game after he was cleared to go with that bum ankle, and Woodjack comes out. Braxton makes both free throws. It's a 3-2 game for the TMP Monarchs. Carlin, bad pass deflected by Braxton Donovan. Tip back to Schulte. Now Nicholson stole it, drives inside, bank shot, good, 4-3.
Yeah, what a play by the Cardinal defense. That's what they hung their hat on early on.
And a turnover in the backcourt called against Schulte, and the ball will go right back to the Cardinals here with 5:39 to go in this opening quarter. So first 3 points scored by TMP. Hoisington comes back with 4 straight, and Bill Mayer of TMP wants to call a timeout, and the Monarchs will huddle down to our right here at the Activities Center.
Yeah, the Cardinal full court defense kind of giving them trouble. 2 turnovers in a row. The last one just unforced as he couldn't get that first pass in, and his feet kind of left to the ground, and he came down on the court, so that's a turnover. But the Cardinals taking advantage of that defense. You wonder how long they're going to stay in it, face guarding Nicholson like they are, leaving the paint open for dribble penetration by Donovan, Mason Haxton. All of them can dribble into the paint, so kind of interesting defense so far.
Haxton to take it in on the baseline to our right. The red-clad Cardinals, again from left to right here in the first half, a little bit different than what they usually play here. Xavier Robinson comes near sideline to grab the inbounds pass. Back out front to Avery, between the circles Braxton. Cardinals go to work. Haxton against Lang. Spin move, 8-footer. It bounces off the back iron, fought for. Schulte comes down with the rebound. Now the other way, and Carlin goes to the basket, blocked out of there by Drew Nicholson. He's become a heck of a shot blocker here in recent games. 5:20 to go here in the opening quarter, and it's 4-3 Hoisington.
Yeah, not only blocking shots, but also rebounded the basketball. It's kind of upped his game a little bit, and it was already pretty far up there.
Cards in a man-to-man defense, playing off Lucas Lang. The young sophomore guard out between the big O's out front, shaded by Avery Brewer. Schulte inside, back to the basket, a lower of the shoulder by Jacobs. He misses a short bank. Nicholson has a rebound, glides across the midcourt line, leaves it to the trailer. Braxton Donovan will back it out on the Cardinal beak at midcourt. Back to work the Cardinals go. Avery Brewer, angle dribble across the head of the key, goes to Xavier Robinson. X dishes it out. Braxton on the left wing, front of that big Hoisting Cardinal student section. Avery Brewer, 4:41 to go opening quarter. Cardinals leading by 1. Nicholson out front. He's going to be shadowed now by Jack Johnson. Inside move right around Johnson. Scores easily at 6-3.
Now, one thing about what's going on with Ryan, that kid doesn't know where the ball is. He's just face to face with Ryan. So, I mean, the thing he has to do is just get the ball.
And a ball nearly stolen away by Avery Brewer. The Cardinals really clamping down in that three-quarter court press, looking for the trap. Some substitutions into the game for the first time. Grant Ginther, a 6-foot senior for the Monarchs, at 7 points per ball game. And also Brady Kreitzer, a 5'7" junior, is in, 3 points and 3 assists per game. 4:19 to go. They drop it low, and they got it inside. A shot missed underneath, though, by Jacobs. And a rebound, Ginther, he goes up in traffic and scores. Cardinals made it too easy for Jacobs to get the ball inside, got a shot away, and then Grant Ginther was able to follow it up. Monarchs get a big basket, down 6-5. Avery Brewer shovels it off right side Haxton. He'll be guarded by Wes Lang. Haxton checks the Cardinal bench, and father, Kyle Haxton, takes it near the midcourt line. A lot of dribbling, and now there's going to be a pushing foul on Drew Nicholson. He was kind of got hooked up there with Grant Ginther, and you usually don't see that with Drew, but used his arm to just shoo away the defense that time at Ginther. Drew picks up his first foul of the game on the Cardinals.
Yeah, that's been coming on for a little bit because Drew getting a little frustrated the way they're guarding him, and he's pushed off 2 or 3 times. TMP coaches have been asking for that call, and they got it that time.
They bounce it, Ginther at the free throw line, down the lane around Nicholson, put the shot up, no good, and an offensive charge is going to be called against Grant Ginther, and the ball will go back to the Cardinals. And substitution coming in, it's going to be Chase Robinson, the sophomore for the Cardinals, in for the first time. Who is he going to gather up? It's going to be Avery Brewer coming out of the ball.
Well, that time the officials called the verticality rule as he went up for the shot. Drew Nicholson was there straight up, moving with him, but straight up, and he's the one that initiated the contact, and TMP got called for the charge.
3:32 to go opening quarter. Hoisington 6, TMP 5. Braxton Donovan getting a high screen from X. Change of pace dribble, 1 foot in the lane, shovel it up. X moved right around Jacobs to the basket. He missed the bunny. And a rebound run down to the corner by Ginther.
It's a good move by X, but he just couldn't get through the contact, get it up off the glass.
Lucas Lang has it. Bounce pass entry comes to Jacobs. High bank, no. Rebound, fought for. Now it's on the floor. Jacobs tied up. Alternate arrow goes to the Cardinals. So on the floor for the Cardinals now, it's the Robinsons, X and Chase, Drew Nicholson, Mason Haxton, and Braxton Donovan in the game. And TMP's changed theirs up a little bit. Carson Jacobs in the game. Carlin still in there. Ginther, Kreitzer, and Lucas Lang. Cards start the offense. With it out on the left side. Ginther staying tight with Drew Nicholson. Ball comes off. Chase Robinson, he gives it up. Mason Haxton again looking to the bench. Low crossover, got bumped by Lang. Put up a shot, no good, off the mark. And Xavier had it, loses it. Ball poked free. Picked up in the midcourt line. Coming down is Lang. Off balance shot, missed by a mile. Tapped around once, twice. Loose on the floor. Now it's going to be chased into the backcourt and over and back as Wes Lang picked it up in the backcourt and then carried it across the midcourt line as he was chasing it. So an over and back gives the ball to the Cardinals.
Boy, it's ferocious rebounding in there in the last couple of possessions. Xavier Robinson with his quick leaping ability and then able to go down on the floor too. Has gotten a jump ball when he is battling 3 TMP Monarchs, and that time tipped it out eventually cause that over and back.
Lucas Lang has come out of the game. Carlin back in for TMP off a screen. Nicholson thought about a three. Running out on him very good was Grant Ginther. Braxton Donovan being guarded by the 6'5" Carson Jacobs. That's an interesting matchup, isn't it?
Yeah.
Point to wing pass, Xavier Robinson. He has Carlin on him. Bounce pass entry. Haxton being bumped from behind by Kreitzer and a blocking foul against the 5'7" junior. TMP coaches wanting a hook. They're not going to get it. That'll be the third or 14th foul against TMP so far in the game. Jack Johnson back in for TMP, and the 6'1" senior will replace Carson Jacobs, the 6'5" junior. 2 minutes to go, opening quarter. They drop it low to Haxton, who's trying to post up on Kreitzer, and they call Kreitzer for his second straight foul.
That time he just jumped over Axton's back. He did tip the ball, but he can't go through the defender over his back and do that right in front of the official. It's almost like, are you going to call this? And they blew the whistle.
So the Cardinals again get it in. 5 team fouls against TMP. Cards on top, 6-5. Xavier Robinson back out front. Nicholson being guarded. Now behind the back dribble. Drew pulls up. 3-point shot missed. X got the rebound. Inside goes up to the left-handed lead. Bank good.
There you go. The X-Man and his rebounding ability gives us 2 second chance points.
8-5. TMP gets it across. Carlin puts up a bank shot from 10. Good transition. TMP likes to run. If they can get out on the running game, gets them in some rhythm, they'll try to score with you. 8-7. Back the other way. Axton in the lane. Leaves it back. Braxton had a notion of a three, but instead walked with it. That's the second time Cardinal has thought about a three-pointer. Instead got a running Fred Flintstone start and turned it over with a travel.
Well, the officials, boys or girls both, do not let you get away with that anymore. Used to be almost a half a step before they blow the whistle. Now if that ball doesn't hit the deck before you lift up your pivot foot, it's a travel.
Cards a press, 2-2-1 once again. Schulte in the backcourt finds Wes Lang, back to Schulte. Good ball movement of the Monarchs. Now Schulte down the lane, and we have a block. It's going to be called against Mason Haxton. Mason there running, they're trying to stop the inside progress of Schulte. 1:16 to go opening quarter. It's still 8-7 Hoisington. And Schulte's going to take it in now on the baseline. Carr's going to man on the inbounds play. Jack Johnson. Now Jared Mayers, their 6'6" senior, post back in. And a three by Schulte, an air ball. Rebound snagged out of the air. And Robinson has it. Chase to Xavier. Back to Chase. Chase 1 foot inside the half circle. Woodjack has come back in the lane. Down the lane, ball poked free. And a steal on the play. Hayden Brown up the floor, going inside. And a foul from behind is going to be called by the Cardinals. So Hayden Brown just checking in. He was able to pick up that loose basketball and got it to Lucas Lang, who was fouled from behind by Drew Nicholson. And that is Drew's second foul here with 54 seconds to go in the opening quarter.
Yeah, that turnover, that gets you in trouble every time. And TMP loves to transition off the rebound or turnover, and they had us beat back. He misses the first of 2, and that caused the foul. So you got to take care of the basketball. This Cardinal team usually really, really good at that.
Nicholson has to come out of the game now, and so Chase Robinson, Xavier Robinson, Mason Haxton, and Braxton Donovan's come back in. The second free throw does go down by Lucas Lang, who's an 82% free throw shooter. He missed his first one, and we're all deadlocked here at 8-8 with 53 seconds to go here in the first quarter. TMP in their white uniforms with those blue numerals and the gray trim. They move from right to left. Cards with it. Braxton Donovan way outside, goes right wing. Woodjack looking underneath for Chase Robinson. Nothing there. The Cardinals really don't have an inside threat right now. And now Braxton back on the left side. Mason trying to post up underneath as he's working inside against Bryce Seib, a 5'7" freshman who's checked into the game. TMP using a lot of players in this first quarter. Axton takes a freshman down. Follow-away shot blocked by Seib. Rebound by Chase Robinson. Missed it. Blocked from behind. And now we're going to get a foul, and Robinson will go to the free throw line for a pair. Boy, they're battling underneath. It's trench warfare down low.
Absolutely no place for the timid in the paint tonight, and the officials are pretty much letting them play, but if it gets too rough, they blow the whistle.
Well, they're going to say non-shooting foul, 1-and-1, so the Cardinals will have to take it in. 20.7 seconds to go in the quarter. They get it to Chase. 12-foot jumper, no. Rebound, chased down by Bryce Seib, who hasn't played that much at all, and now a foul called up the floor, and that's on Braxton Donovan. So that's Braxton's first foul, and it's an 8-8 game, 15 seconds to go in the quarter.
Are kind of catching up to their own fouls. TMP has 6, the Cardinals have 4. One more foul here, and for the Cardinals will be in the 1-and-1. That's next foul TMP commits. Kind of a choppy start for the Cardinals here in this first quarter. Bryce Seib looking to the right, finds Schulte on the right side, holds the ball above his head, 7 seconds, 6 seconds, jump pass in the lane. Jared Mayers working, tries to pass low, tried to go to Jack Johnson. Schulte picked it up, he loses it, shot at the buzzer by Johnson, hits the side of the backboard, and that is the end of the first quarter. One period in the books here at the Activity Center. The winner gets Smoky Valley for the 3A Sub-State Championship tomorrow night. Or tomorrow afternoon, I should say. We're tied up 8-8 on 100.7 Eagle Country. Basketball. They'll move it from right to left. We're all tied up at 8-8. Braxton Donovan, Avery Brewer, Woodjack, and the Robinsons start the second quarter as Haxton and Nicholson start the quarter on the bench. Jack Johnson bounce pass entry going to Ginther down low for TMP. Knocked out of bounds. That was by Braxton Donovan. So TMP recognizing that, they tried to get the ball down low right away, and it is knocked out, and it will be Schulte to take it in. Goes to the corner, wide open. 3 by Lang, no good. Johnson gets a rebound at the foul line, back out front, and it goes to Ryan Carlin, and TMP gets a reset. Jackson Schulte now back on the left wing it goes. Carlin lobs one right side. Schulte bounce past the baseline to get it inside to Jacobs. Ginther, left-handed bank, doesn't go. Tip attempt by Johnson. Got it back, goes up and scores. Boy, good work that time by Carson Jacobs. And at 6'5", he towered above everyone else, was able to score. 5 straight points now scored by the TMP Monarchs. Well, the big guy, the Cardinals have no one taller than 5'11" on the floor right now. Braxton's going to call timeout as Cardinals is, maybe that's something that Kyle Haxton saw too. So a quick timeout taken here, 7:05 to go. Opening half, TMP leading Hoisington by the score of 10-8. Early numbers. Anything stand out on that stat sheet for you, Blake? Well, both teams are pounding the boards. TMP holding the edge right now. 2 second chance points and 5 offensive rebounds. Both teams not turning the ball over much, and both teams struggling from the field. So offensive rebounding right now is probably the difference in the game, those 2 points. But like you noticed, the ferocious rebounding as these officials in the paint are really letting it go down inside. And with the larger team, Cardinals come out with the same team. TMP still has that 6'5" kid, so we'll see what happens. Monarchs played 10 players in the first quarter. Mason Haxton will come back to the scorer's table. He doesn't have any foul. Drew Nicholson, though, has 2. He picked up in that first quarter. TMP will be in a man defense against that short Cardinal lineup they have on the floor. Chase Robinson on the right wing. And comes down. Shot stopped by Carson Jacobs. And now the Monarchs want to run. Carlin now has it poked away by Avery Brewer. Big pileup coming out of there with it. Xavier Robinson. X comes down on Lang. Scores right by
and we're tied at 10.
Wow, what a play by the X. Hesitation dribble at the free throw line that blows by the defender for a layup.
Ankle looked pretty good right there. 6:25 to go in the opening half. Wes Lang rotates the ball right wing, nearly stolen by Braxton Donovan, and now we're going to get a foul. And a little bit too close, as was Avery Brewer, so AB has his first foul.
Avery right there with Braxton on the double team. Braxton had the steal. Avery thought he could get it, but official had seen too much contact way out on the wing, called the foul.
So Mason Haxton back into the ball game now. TMP to take it in on the far sideline. They've got some of their students here at the Activity Center tonight making the trip down from Hayes. Jackson Schulte running the point now. Schulte, a 6'1" sophomore. Looking for a screen, gets it from Lang on the right side. No pick and roll available. They go down low. Carson Jacobs ripped out of his hands, out of bounds. Who gets it? The officials talk about it, and it will stay with TMP. 6:04 to go, opening half. A 10-10 game here at the Activity Center. Winner gets Smoky Valley in the championship game. Smoky Valley upsetting Phillipsburg tonight, 49-43. They go low and a wraparound reaching foul on Xavier Robinson. They got Carson Jacobs right underneath the hoop. And well, it's probably a good foul because he's going to have a layup if Xavier did not foul him. So that's X's first. Team foul number 6. So both teams will be in the bonus on the next foul. And it will be Schulte trying to get it in. Does so to Carlin, right back to Schulte. This TMP team lost 7 of their last 10 games. After getting off to a pretty good start, the Cardinals have won 3 in a row. Carlin had a 3, turned it down, mid-lane jumper, crawled over the rim, dances on the iron, falls off no good. Mason Haxton clears it for the Cardinals. Up the floor between the legs, in the corner. Avery Brewer had a notion, doesn't take it. Back to Haxton, low crossover once, twice, 3 times, and a reaching foul on Lucas Lang. That will be his first, and the Cardinals will have a 1-and-1 here.
Well, just all dribble drive. Mason Haxton came back with the crossover, and he tried to pick the ball off the dribble and just got his shoulder into Mason's body. Sometimes they call that, sometimes they don't, but that foul puts Mason at the line for a front end of a 1-and-1.
Mason, 76% foul shooter this year. This could get the Cardinals back in the lead here. And the first of a 1-and-1 on the way. Flicks it up, swish.
Cardinals 3 out of 4 from the line. The Monarchs 1 out of 2.
Some changes back in. Jack Johnson for TMP and Jared Mayers. Their 6'6" seniors entered the lineup again. Jacobs has left. Second free throw won't go down for Mason. And it's an 11-10 Hoisington lead with 5:32 to go in the opening half. Low scoring game. Carlin finds Lang, wing to point, Johnson, and Carlin will take a 3. Perfect. Boy, that little left-hander, he winds it up and puts a lot of rotation on it. That thing about tore the net off. He's got 8, 13-11 Monarchs with their biggest lead of the ballgame. 5:10 to go in the opening half. You hear the TMP students across the way making some noise. Hoisington student section a bit quiet right now. Braxton Donovan in the corner. Xavier Robinson has Jack Johnson on him. Spin move, dropping down low. Boy, he's got Mayers right there, and Mayers blocked it. Yeah, X got in there, had a 6'6" right there and a 6'1" behind it. Schulte dropped it low. X-Man almost got a steal and now travel. Well, X kind of knocked it away. Braxton Donovan got it, and then he shuffled his feet. So the ball will go back to the Monarchs. They have a 2-point lead, 4:45 to go here in the opening half.
Yeah, Xavier got his shot blocked on one end and almost gets a steal on the next.
Jack Johnson inbounds. Jared Mayers holds it on the perimeter. Finds Schulte in the lane. Little snowflake puts it up and down. TMP starting to find their legs right now. Jackson Schulte with his first buckets. It's 15-11. Ryan Woodjack back in the lineup for the Cardinals, hands it off. Braxton Donovan comes in, but Mayers is right there. Avery Brewer jump pass in the corner. Boy, Woodjack skied to catch it and bring it back down in bounds. Has to come back and hand it off to Haxton. Drew Nicholson remains on the Cardinal bench with 2 fouls. Woodjack spins, 8-foot turnaround shot. Bang, he knocked it down.
That's what we were talking about before the game. He has the ability to shoot the 3 and score off of the dribble, just like that. Pull up jump shot after a spin dribble.
15-13. Carlin drops it low. Mayers is right there underneath. He just backed Mason Haxton all the way underneath the basket. That was an easy turnaround for Jared Mayers, and it's 17-13. Monarchs back up by 4, 3:48 to go here in the opening half. Man defense by the Monarchs. Mason will be guarded outside by Lang. Has a shot down the lane, bump once, bump twice. Xavier, 8-footer, no, off the side, and we've got a foul. It's going to be a push on Wes Lang. It's getting a little bit chippy out there on the floor right now. Mason Axton will go to the line for a 1-and-1.
Well, you called it earlier, bumped once, bumped twice, nothing called, and on that rebound attempt, Mason just went flying to the floor. I didn't see what it was, but it was right in front of the official, giving Mason the front end of a 1-and-1.
Lucas Lang picks up his second foul. He's going to come out of the game. They'll put in Hayden Brown, a 5'7" sophomore. Brown hasn't played a lot this year. Brady Kreitzer got 2 fouls in the first quarter, is back in, and he's going to replace Ryan Carlin, who has 2 3-pointers here in the first half. And in for the Cardinals, Jacob Speck getting his first action. They'll replace Ryan Woodjack. So Speck, 5'10" junior, will get his first taste of sub-state action. 17-13. Finally, we'll get a free throw here from Mason Haxton. It's on the way and it rattled in.
Well, the Cardinals at the line have only missed 2 out of 6. Have one more coming, but that's their offense here lately has been able to get to the free throw line, and it's keeping them in the game.
Again, Drew Nicholson on the bench with 2 fouls. Second free throw will not go, and Jack Johnson gets a rebound. So Mason just 2 for 4 from the line. TMP with a 3-point lead. 3:29 to go here in the opening half. Cardinals to a zone defense, a 3-2 zone. And at the top of it is Chase Robinson. No moving quickly. Hayden Brown, and he threw it away. Jacob Speck with a steal. Avery Brewer has it. It's a 1-on-3 break. Avery's going to wait for the water to come up from behind. And now it goes to Speck, back to AB. Cardinals start the O. Just over 3 minutes to go here in the first half. 3A Sub-State here at the Hoiston Activity Center. Winner gets Smoky Valley in the championship tomorrow afternoon at 3:30. Avery Brewer looking for Chase Robinson down low. Really not much of a threat if they can get it to Haxton. Maybe there is. He's being guarded by Kreitzer. Chase Robinson, corner right side, back between the big O's out front, and that's taken by Avery Brewer. Shuttles a pass left side, Braxton. Man defense by the Monarchs. Wing to point pass, Haxton. Driving on Kreitzer, leaves it back, Speck to 3. We're going to call a charge on Mason Haxton. Big call there. You got your 2 big guns now, both with 2 fouls for the Hoiston Cardinals.
Yeah, TMP, Blake, great defense that time. The only time that whole sequence that we had a real good shot at getting something going close to the basket, Haxton had his man pinned on the block, but the Cardinals on the perimeter did not see it down low, and then it led to a dribble drive charge by Mason.
17-14, Cards in a zone, and going to the lane, Jack Johnson missed a short shot. Ayers gets it, he misses, Jack Johnson gets it, got hammered. Free throws coming up for Jack Johnson as the size that TMP has on the floor right now starting to make a difference on the backboard. And Johnson, just a 48% free throw shooter, will go to the foul line, and that was the second foul on Avery Brewer. Holt Hanslick has come into the game as Mason Haxton left. This is key 222. You have your 2 leading scorers on the bench for the Cardinals, Blake.
Yeah, it's a good thing these kids have gotten time here late in the season. As he steps up and hits the front end of that 1-on-1, or is it a 2-shot foul?
It was a 2-shot foul, yeah. He got a karate chop just above the right eyebrow.
So they thought they better call it.
Yeah, it probably was a good call. Next one, Johnson gets up there despite his free throw numbers. Makes 2 for 2, and TMP now with their largest lead of the ballgame.
Well, that tells you what kind of game it's been. The largest lead is 5 points right now, and the Cardinals have the basketball.
19-14, and really you want to look out there. Where's your scoring going to come from? Leading scorer on the floor is probably
Braxton or Woodjack.
Well, yeah, but if you Chase Robinson isn't. They tried to get him the ball. Now Speck got the ball. Holt Hanslick, weak side, he threw it away. Right in the hands of Grant Ginther. Holt had a shot, decided not to take it. Bryce Seib now for TMP. And Carlin looking over the sideline. Watch Carlin, the left-hander, has 2 3-pointers here in this first half. 19-14, 1:39 to go in the first half. Man defense by the Cardinals, who are very short on the floor right now. Seib looking right, comes back left. Ginther bumped outside by Woodjack. leaves it back to Carlin. He shuttles it off. Bryce Seib, the freshman, handles it off Ginther. Ginther tries to get it inside, deflected into steal by Chase Robinson. See if the Cardinals can do something with it here. Only scored 14 points here in this first half. They leave the trailer, and it's going to be Chase Robinson Woodjack. Here's the name of his game. Down the lane, baseball past the corner, caught by Chase. Chase one dribble, pulled up, back to Speck. Jacob hasn't missed a three-pointer this year. He's 4 for 4, and the pass goes inside through his hands as the pass from Holt Hanslick couldn't be handled by Jacob Speck. A lot of uncertainty in that Cardinal offense now as Avery Brewer comes in and Holt Hanslick comes out. Xavier Robinson will come into the game, and Kyle Haxton trying to nurse his way to halftime with his 2 leading scorers on the bench with 2 fouls, and well, they're only down by 5, 19-14.
Both teams 9 turnovers in the first half so far, and unusual for the Cardinals.
Ginther, left wing. Seib. Here comes Carlin, leaves it off Schulte down the right side of the lane, and they're going to call an offensive foul against Jackson Schulte. Braxton Donovan took it, and Schulte will pick up his second foul, and the ball will go over to the Cardinals.
Well, Schulte isn't afraid to go into the paint off of the dribble, and he's not afraid to initiate the contact while he's dribbling the basketball either. Just great defense that time. Braxton Donovan keeping his feet and keeping that verticality rule, which the official has called 2 or 3 times in this game already.
TMPs, they're going deep into their bench. They have a player on the floor now that's not even on the roster. Woodjack in the lane, over Carlin, yes! That's what he does best, is get inside. He elevated up and got a big basket for the Cardinals. And at the other end, shot is up by Johnson. No good, blocked out of bounds. It'll go back to TMP.
Chase Robinson, what great defense to come in and swat that ball out of the air. Gives the Cardinals another shot instead of an easy layup.
19-16, 3-point lead. Carson Jacobs is coming. They go low. Carlin, left-handed short bank is good. Ryan Carlin scores. He has 10 in the first half, 21-16. Cardinals kind of allowed that to happen. Not good inbounds defense. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Woodjack holds. Out front, a steal. Jacobs knocked it out of bounds. He can't save it in, so Hoiston will get it here. 4 seconds to go before halftime. TMP on top, 21-16. Woodjack to take it in. Braxton Donovan in the game along with Xavier and Chase Robinson and Avery Brewer. Be your best bet at a three-pointer if they run Avery off a screen here. Avery down low. They get it to Braxton Donovan. He bobbled it. And a steal. Bryce Seib, the freshman, takes a 3 at the buzzer. He banked it in. Man, oh man, what a big play. Right there. Bryce Seib stole it on the inbounds play. Went down, knew the clock was running out, and he took it from about 25 feet, and he banked it in from the top of the key. A big momentum builder for the TMP Monarchs here at the end of the first half. Our score, the TMP Monarchs 24, Hoiston Cardinals 16. We'll be back. You're listening to Cardinal basketball on 100.7 Eagle Country. over the Hoisting Cardinals. The Cardinals played the last 4 or 5 minutes without their 2 leading scorers, Drew Nicholson and Mason Haxton, on the floor. Both of those players picked up 2 fouls, and Kyle Haxton elected to keep those 2 players on the bench. The Monarchs took advantage of it as they closed strong as they, in the first half, on a 7-2 run. They played quite a few players as well. 11 players saw action in the first half for TMP. Here's how the scoring went. The Monarchs were led by Ryan Woodjack and Drew Nicholson, each with 4 first half points. Xavier Robinson also had 4. Mason Haxton with no field goals but a couple of free throws. Same goes for Braxton Donovan. Avery Brewer, Chase Robinson, Holt Hanslick, and Jacob Specht all played in the first half and did not score for the Cardinals. For TMP, they were led by their senior, Ryan Carlin. He knocked down a couple 3-pointers. The left-hander had 10 in that first half for TMP. Then a pretty good balanced score at Bryce Seib. He had 3 points. Seib hadn't been playing that much for him in recent games, but he got that big basket and steal right at the end of the half. Jackson Johnson, Jared Mayers, Grant Ginther, Carson Jacobs, all of those players had 2 points in the first half, and Lucas Lang, their starting point guard, had 1. Oh yeah, Jackson Schulte with 2. So they played 11, and 8 different players scored in that first half for this TMP team. Looking at the numbers in the first half, Cardinals just 6 of 19 from the floor. They only took 2 3-point shots in the first half. 0 for 2. They were 4 of 7 from the free throw line, 57%. TMP 9 of 23 for 38%. 3 for 6 from beyond the arc, and they were 3 for 4 from the foul line, and they're dominating the glass. TMP out-rebounded Hoisted at 17-8. The Cardinals had out-rebounded their opponents in the last 3 games by at least 10 or more rebounds, but TMP getting the job done tonight, and 7 of those are offensive rebounds, 4 second chance points. Monarchs had 2 second chance points and 3 offensive rebounds. 10 turnovers tonight for the Hoisting Cardinals in the first half. That's as many as they average per game. And TMP had 4 points off turnovers. Cardinals had 6 points off turnovers off 10 TMP turnovers. At halftime, TMP 24, Hoisted 16. We'll be back. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on 100.7 Eagle Country.
TMP's defense just took the Cardinals out of everything the first half, particularly in the half court, face guarding Ryan Nicholson all over the floor. He had a little trouble even catching the basketball, and Coach Haxton said, we hope they run man-to-man because we'll just dribble drive them, and we did, but we only hit 6 of 17 with no assists in the first half. That tells you what we're doing on offense, just trying to dribble in and get a shot off. but TMP really good after dribble penetration, getting help defense on the dribbler as he takes the paint. So will Ryan be able to catch the ball the second half, and will we be able to move the ball and get some open looks? We haven't had many open set shots, maybe one early in the game. Braxton had an open three, but that's been about it. So Cardinals, you know, you have to look at it playing a starting lineup, a team out there with everyone under 6 foot against TMP that had a 6'5" player on the floor at all times.
Yeah, it showed on the second chance points too.
Yes.
They made that rebound margin big in that second quarter.
Absolutely.
The winner of this game will not get Phillipsburg tomorrow night. They will get Smoky Valley. The Vikings, veterans of many state tournaments in the 4A Division II days, well, they're poised to make another run at it this year as head coach Doug Schneider's Vikings picking up a 49-43 win tonight over the Phillipsburg Panthers, who were the #1 seed and 18-2 overall, 49-43. The Vikings await the winner of this game. Cardinals, some work to do. They're down 24-16 to the TMP Monarchs. Second half comes your way after this on KHOK. Championship game schedules and scores. Make sure you go to GreatBendPost.com, and also you'll find where everyone's playing tomorrow. Not in location, but on what radio station tomorrow. We've got a few games taking place, and hopefully one of those games is this Hoisting Cardinal team. But they're down by 8, 24-16 here at halftime.
Yeah, a lot of it's going to depend on how our offense comes out. I don't think we can rely on the dribble drive totally. If that's what we're going to do, we're going to have to hit the shots. Get to the foul line or hit the shots, because right now TMP's defense has taken us out of our offense and making us a one-dimensional offensive attack team.
All right, the Cardinals get it first here in the second half. They'll move from right to left. Cardinals as a lower seed, or the higher seed, they are, and here's a drive to start the second half. Drew Nicholson drives inside and scores. Well, that's what you want to do. You go to your big guy. He runs inside, gets a basket, and is fouled. And Jack Johnson picked up the foul. The Cardinals are just like that, trim the lead to 6.
Yeah, and that's what Ryan did, a simple screen out on the wing. He caught the ball, and he didn't give it up off the dribble. He took it in. A defender who's face guarding couldn't stop him. Beautiful ball control off the glass and through.
3-point play. Nicholson makes a free throw. Carlin has it. Point to wing. Jack Johnson over the head flip. He finds Lucas Lang. Lucas Lang to Schulte. Back to Carlin, who had 10 first half points for this Monarch team. Cards standing in man-to-man defense. Schulte pops a three-pointer, bullseye. That's a big shot over Braxton Donovan. And the Monarchs say, take that.
Yeah, he's tough. He's just standing there.
They're daring Braxton Donovan to take that three down in the corner. Jared Mayers, 6'6", guarding the 5'10", Braxton Donovan. So that's a weird matchup right now. Avery Brewer tries to probe the left side, looking backdoor for Woodjack, can't find him. Back to Nicholson, Drew way outside, guarded by Jack Johnson between the legs, down the lane, bank shot, up and in again.
Boy, they leave him wide open down the lane off of the dribble, no help defense, and Ryan, he is really good at that, taking it down the lane.
Nicholson has scored the first 5 points here in the second half of the Cardinals. Shot inside, no good by Mayers. Nicholson gets the rebound. Up the floor, right to left, stops out on the top. Jack Johnson guarding him. Nicholson wants to take it to the hole. He got away with it. No, he didn't get away with a walk, a turnover, and it will go back to TMP. Substitution, Carson Jacobs is in at 6'5" for the 6'6", Jared Mayers.
Boy, they bring in fresh legs, don't they? And that guy's Ryan will be guarding the new player off of the bench.
Lucas Lang, the 5'7" sophomore for TMP, from left to right. They drop it down low. Jacobs, jump shot up on the rim, will not go. Rebound Nicholson. Boy, Drew's come out here in this third quarter, so I'm going to take over this game. Drew leaves it back. Mason Haxton, left side Braxton, open three-pointer. It will not go. Rebound taken by Schulte for TMP. He's bumped in the backcourt by AB, and they're going to catch AB for the foul. Avery Brewer has picked up foul number 3, and he was battling to the midcourt with Jackson Schulte.
Well, Ryan has come out really offensive-minded. He's just itching to trigger a 3 out there. If they give him just enough space, you're going to see him let it fly. And if he gets one to go, that'll just make his dribble even more lethal.
TMP from left to right, a 6-point lead. They've got the basketball. Carson Jacobs right at the free throw line, looks left, comes back right with a pass. And Lang, Schulte, touch pass to Carlin. Carlin wing to point. They reverse it back weak side. Near sideline, caught by Schulte. The foul line, Ginther got a screen from Jacobs, blew the layup though, and the rebound taken away. Good one in traffic by Woodjack. Haxton now, ball poked away, down the lane, all the way to the hole. He scored. As Jacobs tried to draw the charge, they said no call, and Mason Haxton scores, and a timeout here is taken with 5:28 to go in the third quarter. And it's 27-23, and we'll take a timeout as well. Cardinals trail by 4. It'll be TMP's basketball when we come back on 100.7 Eagle Country. TMP 27, Hoiston 23. Cardinals back, well, not back out on the floor now, as Lucas Lang, I should say, in for TMP, along with Ryan Carlin, Carson Jacobs. Grant Ginther is on the floor, along with Jackson Schulte, Avery Brewer, Braxton Donovan, Drew Nicholson, Mason Haxton, Ryan Woodjack in there for the Cardinals. TMP left to right, they lead by 4. Ginther, they dare him to shoot, he's going to drive on the baseline, blocking foul called, and that's going to go against Mason Haxton, and that's going to be 3 on Mason.
Boy, he just had an inch on the baseline, and they're both moving, and the official called Mason for the bump.
Well, Mason was on the bench a lot of the second quarter, so picking up his second foul. And then he sat not as much. Here's Carlin, a 3 left-sided. The left-hander hit another one. Man, oh man. And boy, Carlin's got a little vinegar in him, doesn't he? He kind of looked up there and barked at the student section for Hoisington. 30-23, Avery Brewer caught inside, whirls in weak side, caught by Woodjack. Woodjack floats in the lane, back to Mason Haxton. Haxton crossover against Lang once, twice, leans in, shot up, missed the bank, no good. Rebound Carson Jacobs, and a foul on the Cardinals. Cardinals just don't have that free-flowing offense tonight, do they? There's a lot of sticking going on tonight.
A lot of sticking, and a lot of it is their dareness to dribble drive, just what we thought would be our strength, because they're cutting off the exit pass once the dribbler gets into the paint, and then they'll come with some help sometimes late, with the Cardinals not being very free-flowing in their offense.
Carlin had it on the left side. The left-handers, 3 3-pointers tonight. A push by Haxton. They didn't see that. That might have been his 4th. Carson Jacobs inside. He banks one home. That was a rocket shot from about 6 feet away, but he used the class, and Jacobs has his first bucket. And folks, it's a 9-point lead for TMP. Cars need to stop the bleed. Haxton, 3-ball from the corner, an air ball taken down by Jacobs. He's bringing it up, finds Lang, caught underneath, pushed out of bounds, and a foul's going to be called. Who got it? It's either going to be Mason Haxton or Nicholson. I think it's on Mason Haxton. That's going to be his 4th.
Well, you can tell TMP they wanted to get Mason and Drew in foul trouble. As soon as Mason got his foul, about 2 players from TMP held up the 4 on their hand. That's what they wanted to do, and that's worked right now.
Grant Ginther into the lineup as he replaces Lucas Lang for TMP. 4:12 to go in the 3rd quarter. Mason Haxton out of the game. Ryan Woodjack also checks out, as we'll see Jacob Specht in. Chase Robinson is coming to the Cardinals lineup. They lob it inside. There's Jacobs. That bank shot again, missed it. He got his own rebound. Goes up. Another hard bank doesn't go down. We've got a foul. Who's it going to go on? I think it's going to be on TMP. Jacobs relies on soft backboards.
Well, he's been real critical in this game.
Yes, he sure has. He's got some big rebounds for the Monarchs. 32-23. Drew Nicholson has it on the left wing. Nicholson hands it off Robinson. Head of the key, Braxton. They dare him to shoot it. He buried it. Well, Jacobs looked at the side at the bench. He kind of shook his shoulders, said, well, okay, I'm guarding him. I can't go out there and be on the floor with him. Big bucket by Braxton. 32-26. Grant Ginther flips a knuckleball to Schulte off a screen. Kreitzer. Carlin a 3. Yes. He is sizzling. Ryan Carlin with 4 3-pointers tonight. 35-26. Wow. He's just a little guy, man, but he can pop it. Jacob Specht jumper. No off the side of the rim. Schulte has the rebound. Up the near sideline in front of the TMP bench. Low crossover. Finds a seam down the lane. Shot blocked by Nicholson. Drew gets it. Bringing the ball up the floor, and a reaching foul is going to be called on Ryan Carlin. His first, team foul number 3 here in the 3rd quarter on the Monarchs.
Yeah, what a big block by Drew Nicholson. Also came down with the rebound, and on the dribble he takes off, gets fouled. But Cardinals just scrapping to hang in this basketball game right now, as TMP is using a lot of fresh legs.
Yeah.
And they have bought into the defense they're playing tonight.
They bring back in the 6'6", Jared Mayers, and as Carson Jacobs has given him some good minutes tonight. Also, Jackson Schulte out of the game. Mason Haxton on the Cardinal bench with 4. Boy, look at him banging down low. It's pretty good. Jack Johnson against Nicholson. Nicholson on the right wing gives it up. Braxton wide open underneath. Specht pump fake goes up. He scores. Guards go down low, finds Specht for a basket. 35-28, lead is 7.
What a big basket by Specht that time. Great entry pass from the top of the key.
Specht is also guarding. There's a pass underneath Mayers. They just lobbed it over the top, and that was a nice entry pass. Jared Mayers scores, and well, the Monarchs hoisting matching baskets now with this TMP team. When you're down by 9, that's not good. 37-28. Jacob Specht, angle right dribble. He has it outside between the circles. Looking over to the right flank. No one's there. He'll just dribble into that open space. Back to Braxton. Braxton can get a 3 anytime he wants. He's being guarded by the 6'6" Mayers, who won't come out on him. Nicholson spin move around. Jack Johnson missed a shot. Got his own rebound. Put it on the floor. Goes up. Tough shot. Off the rim. No good. TMP with a rebound. And Lucas Lang has it. Passes ahead. He finds Kreitzer down low. Mayers in the paint between 2 defenders. He scored. And the Cardinals are in some trouble. 1:43 to go, 3rd quarter. TMP by 11, 39-28.
Yeah, Drew got the big offensive rebound, missed the shot. They come right down to their big, up and under and down.
Chase Robinson, Jacob, right side. Braxton a 3. It skids long. Rebound. Chase Robinson leaves it low. Jacob Specht, he scores inside.
Boy, what a good move by Chase Robinson. Gets a rebound, flicks it to Specht.
Oh, don't leave him alone. Carlin wide open. Swish again. 5 3-pointers. The Cardinals ran away from Carlin, and he's a hot shooter, and it's now a 42-30 lead.
4 out of 5 in the second half, the Monarchs from beyond the arc.
12-point deficit. Braxton Donovan back to the basket, scoops it to Specht, and Jacob is fouled. Jake has scored the last 4 points for the Cardinals. He'll get 2 free throws here going to the line.
What a breath of fresh air here. Jacob Specht comes in and makes some big plays, scores some buckets. And right now, Ryan Nicholson is being face guarded again by the TMP defense. They kind of switch things up, and that kid that guards him,
Free throw no good by Jacob Specht.
doesn't even know where the ball is. He has his back to the play. He's just looking at Drew, face to face, and that makes it tough. You have to run some screens to get him the ball.
Jake needs to get this one to go, and it's an air ball, and it goes out of bounds. The TMP with 56 seconds to go in the third quarter. And Mason Haxton, 4 fouls and all. You got to put him in.
Yep. We're down to the last quarter.
If you are a ship, you are listing right now.
You are listing and taking in water a little bit.
42-30, and the Cardinals will go to a 3-2 zone. So the Monarchs see how they want to attack this. Just watch that guy. Wow, Ryan Carlin, 5 trays in tonight's game. No look flick in the lane. Jack Johnson goes up, scores. He got inside and was able to bank it in. And TMP extending their lead, 44-30. They led by 8 at halftime. This is their biggest margin. Mason Haxton, he'll drive down the lane, floating, moving to his left, missed the shot. Carlin down with the rebound for TMP. He looks up the floor, two-handed chest pass left side, caught by Lang. They've got Mayers inside. The Cardinals at 3-2 zone, and well, TMP's been effective just throwing over the top and getting it deep. A 3 left side, no good. That bounces long by Lang. Mayers gets a rebound. A 3 by Kreitzer, no rebound, and finally the Cardinals have it, and that is the end of the third quarter, and the TMP Monarchs are just 1 quarter away from facing Smoky Valley in the championship game tomorrow night. They lead the Houston Cardinals 44-30. You're listening to 100.7 Eagle Country. Blake Harris does a great job keeping stats, but he kind of keeps the stats he likes too because he knows the ones that are important. You love that assist to basket stat. It kind of shows what's going on tonight.
Well, 8 assists in the game for the Monarchs. The Cardinals have 3. The Cardinals have one assist on a 3-point basket. The Monarchs have 6.
TMP starts the fourth quarter of the basketball. Grant Ginther, there's Carlin, a 3, bullseye. Wow. He is 6. Oh, that's his 6th third-quarter three-point. I don't remember him missing one, but it is 47-30. And the Cardinals are about to get blown out of the gym right now. They have 7:35 to get back in this thing. Woodjack moving on Jacobs, and Jacobs swats it away, and a foul's going to be called on Ryan Woodjack. Ryan Carlin, they list him at 5'7". He's not a very big kid. Man, he plays with a big, hard, left-handed shot. And man, has he even hit a rim tonight on those threes?
No.
Ryan's free throw is good, so that'll stop the bleeding at least for a little while now. But it is 47-30. 47-31 after Woodjack makes the free throw. Cardinals and Monarchs tied at 8 at the end of the first quarter. TMP starting to spread it out. They led by 8 at halftime. They got a long 3-point bank shot that gave some momentum. Now Ryan Woodjack called for a foul out front. And that will be team foul number 5 against the Cardinals. And for Ryan Woodjack, that will be his first. They inbounded. Carson Jacobs. Lucas Lang. TMP had struggled down the stretch this season, lost 7 of the last 10 games, almost lost to Lions. Now we're going to get a foul called, and it's going to be on Schulte. They were setting the screen so Carlin could go out and shoot another 3.
Called it on Donovan.
Yep. Braxton just trying to
fight through the screen.
Yep. Well, TMP knows who their hot hand is. They're doing their best to get him the basketball. 7 minutes to go. 15-point lead for the TMP Monarchs, 47-32. Can the Cardinals make a move? Well, they can, but they need to get started now. Underneath Jacobs against Nicholson. Missed the shot, and Woodjack comes back and pulls down the rebound in traffic. Mason Haxton back out of the lineup now. Nicholson in the corner. He hasn't hit a 3 tonight.
And they have a different player on Drew face guard.
Woodjack bumped by Lang. Chase Robinson, and again Braxton, they're there, and they're guarding him with a 6'5" Carson Jacobs. And Jacobs is talking a little bit of smack out there now. Tell him to shoot it. Xavier Robinson going to be playing his final game in a Cardinal uniform tonight. X inside, wraparound bounce pass to brother Chase on the left wing. Chase down the lane, floater up is rimming off, will not go. Tapped around and a foul. Lucas Lang and a steal. Here's Xavier Robinson back to Chase, and a layup's good. That's how you get something going. A quick timeout taken by the Houston Cardinals. They got a long way to go though. 6:11 to go. 47-34. TMP's on top. Cardinal basketball tonight being brought to you by Manweiler Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, and Agent Kathy Burt, and Clara Barton Hospital.
5 out of 8 in the second half and beyond the arc, and every one of them is one player. Is that not right? Has anyone else made a 3 in the second half?
Not the second half. Bryce Seib made one in the first half. That bank shot right at the end.
Right.
Yeah, that was a big one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All off assists. The Cardinals can't get anything on a screen out on the perimeter and get an open shot. And that's really hurt them. They're begging us to dribble drive, and we haven't been able to finish.
Well, pretty good game plan so far with these TMP Monarchs. Jackson Schulte able to get it in, and Lucas Lang in the backcourt. Cardinals will put a little pressure on Lang, and now we're going to get a hand check in the backcourt. That is on Chase Robinson for Chase, his first. And that will be, I believe, the 17th foul. They're going to shoot a 1-and-1 here. Lucas Lang, an 82% free throw shooter. TMP as a team shoots 61. They've got their 82 man at the free throw line right now. 47-34, 6:05 to go. Free throw bounces around and falls through. Into the game comes the 6'6" Jared Mayers, and he will replace the 6'5" Carson Jacobs. That's been a pretty good 1-2 combination with those two tonight.
Absolutely. Both of them 6'5", 6'6". So they have fresh legs coming in all the time. They also have fresh legs on the face guarding of Drew Nicholson. So it's quite a game plan the Monarchs have put together.
49-34, Drew Nicholson had it knocked away from behind. It was poked away, I believe, by Carlin, and the steal by TMP. Boy, possessions are huge right now. The Cardinals gave up one, an empty possession down court. Jackson Schulte shovels it off. Here's Carlin. He's hit 6 3-pointers in this game tonight. Grant Ginther hands it off. Lang to the baseline. Jared Mayers shot up over Nicholson. It rims off, will not go. Ginther got the rebound. He goes up and scores. Boy, they're just going after every loose basketball. Ginther just ripped it away down low, and TMP leads by 17 points, 51-34. Chase Robinson, Haxton back in the game, goes up, leans in, hits the bank shot. Mayers wanted to take the charge, no call. Mason has 6, back to the full court pressure, 51-36, Cardinals down. Just over 5 minutes left in the game. Carlin, wraparound bounce pass, finds Schulte out on the left wing, back out front to Ginther. Ginther will have Xavier Robinson on him, gives it up, Schulte left wing. Chased by Xavier Robinson to the near court line, clearly pushed into backcourt, down the lane, here comes Carlin underneath. Mayers, he scored, he's fouled. Well, if Carlin's not shooting 3-pointers, he's penetrating inside and dishing off to the 6'6" post.
Yeah, what a great move by him. He's been so deadly on the 3, but he shows he can get into the paint off the dribble and off the left hand. Nice inside pass to the big guy who finishes at the line for the and one.
Yeah, the foul called on Drew Nicholson. Drew now with 3. It is 53-36, 4:50 to go in the game. Free throw missing, rebound taken by Mason Axton. Jared Mayers has had a pretty good game tonight. He's had 8 points in contest. Mason Axton, Chase Robinson back to Mason. He zips it left side, Braxton a 3. It spins out, will not go, and Jackson Schulte with the rebound, guarded by 3 defenders. They get it down court, they've got all kinds of break space. Lucas Lang for TMP, gets it across, Schulte has it, now TMP can run some time. Jackson Schulte down in the lane, goes weak side, Jack Johnson goes up, a running bank shot, everything going in right now. 55-36, TMP. They almost lost at home to Lions Tuesday night. Mason Axton backing in, he scores, and what do we have? That before the shot, and it is called on Lucas Lang. It's before the shot, so that's 3 fouls on Lucas Lang. Yeah, Tuesday night, Blake, it was TMP was cruising. They led Lions by 15 points in the third quarter, and Lions came all the way back and tied that game and almost pulled the big upset, but TMP got past that, and right now they're 17 points up on the Hoisting Cardinals with 4:04 to go after the Cardinals cruised at home by 18 over Russell. Free throw by Haxton. He makes them both. And a timeout is taken. So did they count that basket thing?
If they must have counted it, and because he only shot 1 free throw.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right.
That's what I was thinking. Well, I didn't any definitive answer it, and they.
Well, you know, you look at it. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 24. They've outscored us on 3-point balls, 24-3. Whew. Hard to compete.
Well, they average, they're making just under 5 3-pointers a game. The Cardinals are averaging 5.5 per game this year. That's been a big part of their offense. And
they've only taken 5 tonight, made 1 of them. TMP has taken 14 of them and made 9. So that's another big difference in the game.
Well, 4:04 left in what could be the season for the Hoisting Cardinals right now. It was an 8-8 at the end of the first quarter, 24-16 at halftime. TMP led 14 at the end of the third quarter. They've led by as many as 19 here in the fourth quarter. TMP at 11-11, Hoisting 10-10, and well, you talk about a wide open bracket. Smoky Valley knocked off 18-2 Phillipsburg tonight. Smoky Valley is 9-12, awaiting the winner for the right to go to the 3A state tournament tomorrow afternoon.
Pulls it out.
Carlin.
Run clock.
Well, Bryce Seib, the freshman, hit that 3-point banker at the end of the half, is back into the game. Schulte. TMP's gone 11 deep in this game tonight. Bill Mayer, their head coach, taking over Joe Hurdle, who coached at the school for 33 years. Has a big controversy last year, but well, Mayer's going to have his team within 1 game of going back to state. They were there last year. Now TMP trying to hang on to the ball, and it goes out of bounds. The Cardinals are going to get it in here.
Pretty fortunate. Cardinals fouled him all over the place over there. And he fell down after getting pushed and knocked it out of bounds. So Cardinals have the basketball down big by 16, 3:33 left.
Well, they come back now. Cardinal fans will talk about it for years to come, because it will be that big a comeback. Axton down the lane, missed the shot. He was fouled. And Mason upset it himself that he wasn't able to finish that. So he drew some contact. Lucas Lang has a foul, and Lang now with 4.
Big hill to climb.
Mason's free throw drops in there. Haxton has 10. They did count that basket a while ago. And then, of course, then the and one. 55-40. And congratulations to Smoky Valley tonight, beating Phillipsburg 49-43. Haxton makes the second free throw. Now he'll come out of the game since he's playing with those 4 fouls. The Cardinals are going to press full court. And we're going to foul as TMP bringing it up the floor. That's Ryan Carlin, pushed by Ryan Woodjack. That's going to be Woodjack's second. So Carlin's had himself a game tonight, 6 3-pointers. He scored 22 points in the game.
He has been the difference maker, not only with his shooting, but the TMP offense is getting him open looks. And the Cardinals, very few open looks tonight in their half-court set. Obviously a really big difference in the game. And of course, TMP's hitting all these shots.
I think Carlin's free throw actually grazed Samire that time. Can you believe it? Actually might have touched the rim.
The inside of the rim.
Yeah, the inside of the rim.
As it scorched the bottom of the net.
There's a swisher.
No rim on that one.
57-41, 3:16 to go. Haxton racing down the lane, stripped away down low, loose on the floor, picked up by Nicholson. His short shot just doesn't go down. Chase Robinson fighting for the rebound, and a foul's going to be called. And it will go against TMP. Boy, Chase got high to get that rebound, and the foul is called on Bryce Seib, 5'7" freshman. And Chase Robinson will be at the line. TMP fans are up by 16, and they're angry.
Oh, once you get an opponent down.
Chase free throw good. Chase Robinson, 6-foot sophomore. They'll be expecting bigger things from Chase next year. Ryan Woodjack in. Mason Haxton's going to come out. Grant Ginther will enter the lineup for TMP, and Jack Johnson leaves. 57-42, 3:08 left. And next free throw is good, so the Cardinals just trying to hang in there. It'll take a monumental effort. They need some steals right now. Ryan Carlin pass deflected. They'll call it a kick in the backcourt, so TMP will get it again. Bryce Seib in the game. Carlin, Lang, Schulte, and Ginther for TMP. Braxton Donovan, Drew Nicholson, Woodjack, and now we've got a steal. Woodjack gets it. Back to Nicholson. Nicholson slides around. He goes in and scores. Well, that's what you got to do. Cardinals force the steal. Nicholson scores. He's got 11. Full-court press again. They throw to midcourt. It's Carlin. Up the floor. Reach-in foul from behind by Woodjack. The basket will not count, and that will be the 10th team foul for the Cardinals, so it will be Monarchs shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way.
The Cardinals trying to force the action, and that's what they have to do. Down by 12, have come back a little bit. Went 2 possessions where we didn't trade points, and that was the Cardinals are able to cut into the lead a little bit.
And Ryan Carlin's starting to get tired now. That would hit even more of a run. He's got 25 tonight.
6 threes?
6 threes. And the second one, swish. So that cat can play. 59-45. 2:44 left. Again, you can hear the TMP students over there. They've had fun tonight. Nicholson down the lane. He scores. Cardinals will press again. Bryce Seib trying to get it in. Does so to Lucas Lang. Ahead to Schulte. 3-on-2 break. Schulte to Ginther. Blocked from behind by Woodjack. And then the Cardinals lost it out of bounds. Well, it was a heck of a play by Woodjack to block it, but then the Cardinals just be kind of a bumbling night from that standpoint as it just trickled through their hands and out of bounds.
Boy, that would have been could have been a big turnaround. Could have gotten it single digits maybe.
Schulte out front. Cardinals playing a man defense. TMP doesn't need to be in any hurry at all now. Seib outside. They might want to foul the freshman. They do. And hopefully that's on Woodjack. It is going to be on Woodjack because that would have been 5 on Mason Haxton, but Woodjack now has 4. So it'll be Bryce Seib. See if Seib can think about this. I don't think he thought about that bank shot from out front that he hit at the end of the first half. That's a big play. Cardinals had the basketball down 5, trying to make a shot at the end of the half. And by the way, Seib steps right up there and knocks it down. And then Hoiston lost the basketball. A steal by Seib, and he banked one in.
Right at the end of the half.
Right at the end of the half, gave an 8-point lead. That was a big play. Second free throw will not go. Haxton down with the rebound for the Cardinals. 2 minutes to go, 60-47. Nicholson at the other end, spinning inside, short shot. He short-armed it, no good. Rebound, Lucas Lang for TMP to Carlin. The left-hander jumps up in the air, and an offensive foul called on Carlin.
Guess who took the charge?
Well, it's Mason Haxton. Now you got to score about every time.
Every time. You know, the last time Drew missed that shot after great dribble penetration, spin move off the dribble. But just like you say, he didn't go with the bank, which he usually does right there. But
Haxton racing down the lane, goes in, and a blocking foul call against TMP, and Haxton will have a chance at an and one and to get that lead to 10. Ryan Carlin tried drawing the foul.
Ryan Carlin, his third.
That's his third foul. Well, 1:53 to go. At least you make him think about it a little bit.
Yeah, maybe get him to get a little bit nervous. Cardinals really applying pressure everywhere, trying to fight from behind. And Mason all the way on the dribble.
Well, the free throw drops right in there.
10 points. Was 17 at one time. That we might be running out of time, but no quitting the Cardinals right now. Maybe TMP's getting a little bit nervous.
Well, they're trying to get it in. They can't. Carlin off his leg and out of bounds. That's a turnover, and the Cardinals are going to get it. Well, how about this? TMP wants a timeout. 1:52 to go. Cardinals are at least making a stab at it. They trail TMP by 10, 60-50. Cardinal basketball when we come back on KHOK. To go in the game. The Cardinals were down 55-36, down by 19 points. That was with just over 4.5 minutes to go. It's down to 10, and the Cardinals have the basketball. I'll get it to Drew Nicholson or Haxton right here. Chase Robinson, Braxton Donovan left side. Haxton posting up, ball knocked away by Kreitzer, and then thrown off the leg of Ginther. Whose basketball? Make a signal. Finally, thank you. That was a tough break. Drew Nicholson saved the ball off Brady Kreitzer's leg, but it hit him so hard that it came back and hit Drew, who's standing out of bounds. Yeah.
It took a long time to get the call on that one. Tough break for the Cardinals right there.
Well, they almost had that steal. TMP has it. Schulte, or I should say, Carlin with the basketball. Now finally fouled by Drew Nicholson as Nicholson will help Carlin up on the far side of the court. For Drew, that is his fourth foul, and Ryan Carlin will go to the free throw line. He hadn't missed a free throw tonight either. He's 4 for 4.
Well, he has 2 shots at it. Obviously, both teams in the double bonus right now. This kid has been the difference in the basketball game with his lights-out shooting.
Left-hander up there. There's another swisher. 5 for 5 from the free throw line. He's hit 6 3-pointers tonight. The lead back to 11. Boy, the Cardinals had the basketball possession. And
that would have been big if they could have scored. 1:39 left, still some time as the Deadeye hits another one. Monarchs have 7 threes in the game. He has 6 of them.
62-50, 1:35 to go in the game. Hoiston, do or die time now. Nicholson holds it outside. Haxton off the left side. Pump fake. Leaner from 6. No good. Rebound fought for. Mason got it. Goes up and scores. It finally rolled around and goes down. And a timeout taken by the Cardinals. 1:20 to go now, 62-52. TMP on top of the Houston Cardinals. Remind you, the Cardinal basketball tonight brought you in part by Dr. Tyler Schramer and by Innovative Livestock Services. Also by the Marmy Auto Group, Houston Dairy Queen, which by the way will be open until 11 tonight. You folks who want to catch something on your way home this evening. Scott Christian's Construction, and by Next Tech Wireless, who will play Smoky Valley in the championship game tomorrow night. Well, like right now, it looks like it's going to be TMP. So the Central Kansas League won the first game. Right now, the Mid-Continent League poised to take the second game here at the Activities Center tonight. Smoky Valley upsetting 18-2 Phillipsburg earlier tonight, 49-43.
Well, last play, great second effort by Mason Ashton. The worst thing about the play was he missed the first shot. The second shot rolled around on the rim about 6 seconds worth. Just took a lot of time. But Mason really working hard on the offensive glass. Only the 4th second chance point in the basketball game by the Cardinals.
Full court press by the Cardinals, down by 12. Jackson Schulte to take it in. You know who they want to get it to, and it's Ryan Carlin. He rolls it back to Schulte. Schulte between two defenders, lobs it up the floor. Grant Ginther lets everybody clear, goes in. Jared Mayer scores on a layup. Good job by TMP. They stay aggressive on offense. They're up now 64-50. Paxton a three-pointer from the corner, no good. Jared Mayers pulls down the rebound. Mayers ahead, and he finds Lucas Lang, who missed the shot. Tip attempt by Mayers doesn't go, but Carlin got the rebound, so it doesn't matter. 49 seconds to go, and a foul out front. And Lucas Lang will be fouled, and he'll be headed to the free throw line.
Now the Cardinals playing bowling pin, football, anything to get the basketball. Almost had a shot at it, but finally a foul was called. It's TMP at the line, double one.
Ryan Woodjack is fouled out of the ball game now. 64-52, and the Monarchs really got control of this game late in the first half. Free throw Lucas Lang will not go. Cardinals this year split with Smoky Valley. They beat them here badly at the end of December, and then they played back in the start of conference play in January, and it was Smoky Valley who beat the Cardinals there. So looks like they'll be matched up against this TMP team. Second free throw doesn't go down, and a steal now. And Mason Paxton, did he pick up the foul?
Yeah, Mason just lost the handle on it.
And that's going to be his 5th foul.
Dove to try to save it. And that should be about all she wrote. How long has it been since Drew has not had a three-point shot attempt in a game?
Not even an attempt. I don't think that's ever happened. Those are things you don't even document, because why even have a space to document that?
But you know, TMP, when Drew's in the game, they face guard him, and it really took the Cardinals out of their offense. Really a huge difference in the game.
And Grant Ginther's at the free throw line. So it's going to be Braden Mooney checking in for the Cardinals. Holt Hanslick is in, Dylan Richards is in, and Jacob Specht is in, as both coaches are going to empty the bench here with 36.8 seconds to go. And boy, disappointing night for the Houston Cardinals. Get a semifinal game on your home court. And then the gate kind of opens a little bit when Phillipsburg loses.
And here you go. Beaten by a team that took us out of our offense tonight, and by number 32, who was
Ryan Carlin. Yeah, he had a pretty good night. Grant Ginther makes the free throw, 65-52. So the Cardinals' season is going to end disappointing at 10-11. Second one drops in. Grant Ginther's going to come out now, as we'll see Jace Wentling come in. And Braxton Donovan leaves the court here at the Activity Center for the last time, man. That kid, it's hard to believe he's a senior now. Xavier Robinson also playing his last game here tonight. Doliesel's coming to the game for the Cardinals. 27 seconds left. It's going to be TMP and Smoky Valley for the championship tomorrow afternoon. And Jacob Speck spun inside and lost in all of it. He's got 6 points. That's a career high for Jacob Speck now.
Yeah, Jacob's done some good things tonight. He showed he can score the basketball.
Well, TMP can just hold it and run the clock down. And TMP is going to get into the championship game tomorrow afternoon. There it is, final score from the Activity Center tonight. The TMP Monarchs 66, the Hoisting Cardinals 54. Tomorrow afternoon at 3:30, it'll be the TMP Monarchs against the Smoky Valley Vikings here at the Activity Center. The girls' game starts at 2 o'clock. It will be the Russell girls taking on Norton. Boys, a good team will not be part of the finals activities. Come on. TMP wins at 66-54. Dairy Queen postgame show coming your way after this.